Good evening everybody and welcome back to our channel. Now, as you can probably tell from the thumbnail, it's the start of a new pre-travel day. It feels very weird standing here. It only feels like 2 or 3 days ago I was standing in this exact same location telling you all about Princess Cruises and what we're going to be doing on board. Now sadly that cruise is over. We've been back about 6 weeks now, and those vlogs that have started going up onto YouTube. I think day 2 we're on at the moment. At the time of recording this, I think we're on day 2, part 2 or something like that. Now we've had a very good response to them, so keep watching. They'll be going up every Friday at 6 PM. But forget about that for now. We're telling you now about a new holiday that we're going on, and that all kicks off tomorrow. So today is currently Sunday the 9th of June 2024. It is currently around about 11:15. Now it's quite late this evening. I didn't get out of work till about 8:30. By the time I got home it was about 9:30. We've just had dinner and then I wanted to chill for a little while because it's been a long stressful week. I haven't been feeling too good, nor is Jess, to be honest, and I thought, oh, I've not filmed pre-travel days, so I've had to come out in the kitchen and just quickly pick up the camera. Now I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet because, as I said, I'm very tired, Jess is very tired, and we've got an early start in the morning. So I just want to tell you what we're doing, bits and bobs and so on, and then we can get to bed because it's a long day tomorrow and we're up really early. I woke up around about 6:15 this morning, left for work around about 6:45, got to work, started work at 8, and I'd done a 12-hour shift to around about 8:15, 8:20, came home, which was about an hour's drive, so I didn't get into about 9:20. We quickly had some dinner and chilled and watched a little bit of TV. Now I decided then I better come out here with the camera and film pre-travel day because we might not have time to do it any other time. Jessica is in the bedroom as usual, sorting out the documents and passports. Now if you are new to this channel, most of our pre-travel days, in fact I think all of our pre-travel days, start off with me in this kitchen. It's a chance for me to say hello, tell you what we're doing, where we're going, etc, and a little introduction of us. If you're not new and you watch us frequently, then this scene behind me is not new whatsoever. Jessica and I are on our first ever river cruise. Now we've talked about doing a river cruise for quite a long time, but we never got around to doing it. And also we found that when we've been checking prices, they've come up a bit too expensive for us. We're also doing a different country. We've never done Germany before, so we're looking forward to that. Again, we've been talking about doing Germany quite a few times. We normally talk about it near Christmas time, thinking of going to do a market. But again, that's all we ever do, just talk about it and never book it. So we're doing 2 things that we want to do. Really excited, 2 things probably off our bucket list really, doing a river cruise and going to Germany. So we're excited about it, but I'm a little bit apprehensive because I don't really know what to expect. So those of you who have watched us before know that we love cruising. Jess and I first got the cruising bug in 2019, I think it was, on our first cruise, and we haven't looked back since. We absolutely love it. So we've done the big names, Princess, P&O, all the big cruise ships, but we've never done a river cruise. So this one's going to be a little bit more intimate. On the bigger ships, 3, 4, 5,000 people it can hold, but this one that we're on, called the Viva One, has only got 176 passengers, so it's going to be a little bit more intimate. I'm probably going to stand out a lot more holding the camera, so we'll see how we get on. I'll try and give it my best shot, but it's going to be a little bit difficult, but we're going to have a good time, and I'm going to show you everything that I can physically show you. We're stopping off in a few stops in Germany. So what the plan is the cruise terminal where we're going is in Düsseldorf. So we will start off in Düsseldorf. It goes down the River Rhine all the way to France, into the French border, into Strasbourg, and then we'll turn around and go back up the River Rhine again, stopping off some other stops. Now there is some big names that we're stopping at, and there's also some cities or towns or villages that we're not too sure, we never heard of before, but it's going to be interesting. We're going to have fun. Now this cruise is all inclusive, so that means all your drinks, all your food, all your alcoholic beverages, everything is free. You do get 2 water bottles, so you get a water bottle, like So you get a water bottle each per person with the Viva Cruises logo on it. You also get a afternoon tea. I think it's once per sailing, so halfway through the journey we will get an afternoon tea with cakes, donuts, tea and all the lovely snacks that you can think of. Now you do not get any excursions or massages from the spa, any spa treatments, which is something that Jess and I don't do anyway. We very rarely get an excursion on board, and I don't think we've ever got a treatment on board as well, but we might do it this time. Now this trip has been completely gifted to us. Now I'm not going to tell you too much about it because I don't know all the, how do I say it? I don't really know all the details. Jessica's the one that's arranged this, so when she comes on camera I'm sure she'll let you know. But this is completely free. All Jessica and I had to pay for were flights to Germany and back. Now when we're booking flights, I think we've done it in about January, February, the only two airlines that we could use to fly to Dusseldorf were BA or Lufthansa. Now BA charged about £600 or £700 return for the flights, and we thought that's a little bit too much to go to Germany. I mean, you could probably go to Florida for that out of season, so we thought no, we'll have a look at Lufthansa. Now I'm not entirely sure if Jessica booked these deliberately or that's what the option Lufthansa gave her, but what we're doing is, so tomorrow morning we are going from Hatfield, where we are, to Heathrow Airport. We're getting a flight at 8:30 in the morning, and that will take us to Frankfurt, and then about an hour later we're going from Frankfurt to Dusseldorf on a train. We'll get into Dusseldorf around about 11 o'clock I think, and then we've got one full day in Dusseldorf. Now we've got a few activities planned, but we're not going to say too much because we want to keep it a surprise, and also I don't know everything. Jess has sort of been arranging this. So we've got one full day in Dusseldorf. We've got a hotel and everything, and then we'll wake up on the 11th, make our way to the cruise terminal, and then we're on the Viva One cruise ship or river boat, whatever you want to call it, for 1 week. So it's 8 days, 7 nights. Once we get off on the 18th of June, we're in Dusseldorf for 2 nights. So I'm there for the 18th and 19th, and then we fly home on the 20th. So we've got some more entertaining things to show you. We've got loads of activities. We've been kindly gifted some activities. We've been kindly gifted the hotel stays, so Jess will tell you more about that when she comes on cam, but we've got a lot of things to show you. It's going to be new to us, so we're not going to be no experts. We don't claim to know everything about Dusseldorf. We don't claim to know anything about Germany, but I'm sure whatever we do we'll show you. Now when we got this trip gifted to us, Viva Cruises did offer us a choice of a few dates that we could choose from. Now we chose this date particularly from the 11th to the 18th because Jessica's birthday is on the 12th. Also me and Jess sort of got together on the 12th of June, and obviously her birthday is on the 12th of June, so that was the real reason. We also like this itinerary, like the thought that it goes to Germany, well, goes from Germany, and we've never been to Germany before, and it also goes into Strasbourg and into the French border and then back again. So we did like that as well. What I didn't know though, and I should have known, is I'm a massive football fan. I love football. When I booked this, or when we decided to book this specific trip, we completely forgot, or I completely forgot, that the Euros start on the 14th of June in Germany. Now as far as I'm aware, we're not in any of the big cities when anyone's playing. We seem to miss it all. So it's good in one way. I'm a little bit disappointed another way, because it would be nice to be like with all the fans celebrating their teams, but it could be a good thing because you know what football fans are like when they've had a few beers or a few drinks. It could get a little bit nasty out there, so we don't know, but hopefully it'll all be fun. Hopefully we can celebrate, watch the football out there. Hopefully we do bump into some football fans and have a really good time. Just don't see the ugly side to it. But we're going to have a lovely time regardless of what happens. On the 20th, when we fly home, we fly from Dusseldorf to Munich, and then on Munich we fly from Munich we fly from there back to London Heathrow. Now I'm not entirely sure, like I said, if Jessica booked that journey like that, So when we fly out there, we're flying to Frankfurt, and then Frankfurt on a train to Düsseldorf, and then on the way home we fly from Düsseldorf to Munich, and then Munich home. Now I'm not entirely sure if Jessica booked that deliberately or when she went on Lufthansa and priced up the flights and stuff, that's what got offered to her. But they were significantly cheap, but they were cheaper. By about £200 or £300. So it always does cost, it always helps if you shop around. It was the longer way, it takes a little bit longer to get there, but it saves us £300, which to me that is more important, saving money. I'm not fussed about time. We're getting to the cruise terminal we're getting into Germany a day before, so we don't need to worry about that. I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you. Like I said, Jessica will fill you in more detail. I've just come on now whilst Jessica's getting sorted, just to give you sort of a rough idea. She will be the one that will tell you in more detail what we're doing, who is it with, because I'm not involved in those discussions. I'm normally at work or I'm doing other things. Jessica is the one that sorts out all those discussions and all the meetings that she has with these companies. So when she's next on, probably in the morning, she might be able to fill you in a bit more. But as I said, I've been waffling on now for around probably about 14 minutes. It's coming up to about 11:30, and Jessica and I have to get up in about 3 hours time, because it's an early start. We need to be at Hatfield Station for around about 3 o'clock, because we're going to get the bus to Heathrow, which takes around about an hour and a half. Again, it is a longer option. We could maybe get the train, we could maybe even get an Uber, but that's the more expensive option, and we just want to save a bit of money where we can. So we might have to get the train if the bus doesn't turn up, but it's going to be an early start. So on that note, I'm going to go, because as you can see, I'm absolutely knackered. I'm only going to get a couple of hours sleep, but it's going to be better than nothing. So on that note, I'll love you and leave you, and we'll see you in the morning for travel day. Good night, everyone.
Do you miss me at all?